consultants who've been here share their story about the difference that this business has made in their lives. And I asked Claire to do that because she has a great story about the impact this business has had. So I'm going to turn it over to you, Claire.
All right. You can clap. Have you ever wondered what life would be like if you could determine your future, your income, and your lifestyle?
Yes.
I never had. I was so wrapped up in surviving life that I never gave myself time to think about what else there was out there for me, and what was possible. I was so thankful that I was given this opportunity that is flexible to work around our family, our date nights, our aging parents, our grandchildren, sports, wedding events, vacations, family time, but also the opportunity to give me a full-time income. All of this, while it supports a mission that I share and strongly believe in, bringing family and friends around the table to share mealtime and time together. I love that I make a difference in a customer's life, and when I empower them to cook a meal that is quick and easy. And a host's life when he or she can receive products for free and also discounted by hosting just a few friends over for a night out. And also helping others succeed in living the American dream of owning their own business and changing their lives. I love that I've discovered qualities about myself that I never knew existed, and they have come alive, giving me the courage and strength to overcome life obstacles in the darkest times of my life. I love that it's up to me that when change is needed for the unexpected and the expected events in life that could typically put a strain on a family, I can relieve that financial stress on my terms. To me, that's priceless. 16 years ago, I was sitting in a chair like many of you at a Pampered Chef show. The consultant who shared this business with me must have seen that love spark for the products. I still remember sitting on the end of my chair, and they were demonstrating the ice shaver. And I was thinking, oh man, I want to take that home to my kids. She invited me to come up and to try it. And afterwards, she asked me if I had ever thought about being a consultant with the Pampered Chef. What she did not know at that time was that I was the parents of 5 beautiful children, ages 9, 10, 11, 12, and 14. 5 beautiful, active, hungry, athletic, going every direction children, and our oldest having a severe disability requiring full-time care from our family and me. She didn't know that I was working full-time in a school with special needs kids, which I absolutely loved. But I struggled when I often had to call in sick because of our son's frequent illnesses. She did not know that I could not stand in front of a classroom of first graders without shaking, and they would say, "Watch Mrs. Doelger shake." She didn't know that my husband was a teacher and a principal, and that he did not come home until late at night. And she didn't know that we were struggling from paycheck to paycheck, and that the only days I got paid were the days that I worked. If there were vacations, snowstorms, summer, I didn't get paid. She did not know that an extra $200 to $400 a month could change our life. She didn't know I was financially, physically, and mentally stressed, and a night or 2 away per week was what I needed to recharge. Nope, she didn't know any of that. All I heard her say was I could make a little extra money, and she saw that spark in me, so she asked. I was afraid. We couldn't afford a kit, even though it was a bargain. I love bargains. But we decided I could not afford to purchase it. The products were mine no matter if I dated Pampered Chef for a month or married him for a lifetime, so I could keep them. It was the best product in the catalog. The free products I could also earn fit my bargain motto: if it's free, it's for me. We had recently moved to the area, and I did not know many people, so who would I ask? I did my first show, and then 3 people from different areas in my life agreed to do shows. They wanted me to succeed, so they said yes, and the spider web of people that I did not know started my customers and my shows. The problem of not being confident and shaking in front of others, somebody put into perspective when they said, do you always want to be scared? Do you always want to be nervous in front of others? Why don't you conquer it by doing Pampered Chef? I am not a salesperson, I kept telling myself. I'm going to say that. But I realized it was not a hard sell at all. All I was doing was sharing our incredible time-saving tools through a recipe, and the guests and I were all sharing ideas of how these products could make cooking faster and easier. I realized these products were not luxury items at all. Everyone loves the Pampered Chef and the quality, and everything that it stood for, and everybody eats. I was just helping families solve the everyday redundant question, what's for dinner? Never did I dream what this business could do financially for our family, but with the opportunity to earn vacations for our husband and I, and sometimes our family, we have had a honeymoon, compliments of the Pampered Chef every year, and celebrated our 30th anniversary on the beaches of Lake. So I want you to close your eyes and imagine cruising the inner passage to Alaska. Oh, I did love that one. Walking the streets of Paris and London holding hands, visiting the churches and mountains where the sound of music was made, shooting through tunnels surrounded by sharks at the Atlantis Resort, kind of scary, enjoying beautiful beach sunsets in Hawaii twice, and other beautiful destinations where you were treated like royalty. You go into a castle and the Vienna Boys Choir was singing to you while you ate dinner. Unbelievable. Coming out of a monastery and fireworks and candles all around the ground. Awesome. And I got this all just for working my business consistently. My income had surpassed my other job, and I did the math. 7.5 hours of work, 3 hours of partying. With full-time income. Within a few years, I quit my full-time job to take advantage of the flexibility as the kids got older. Yes, life does get busier as they get older and more expensive. When my personal life shattered around me in 1999, I was empowered to forge ahead and pursue more in my business as my husband was let go from his job. My income grew as I I helped and trained others to reach their goals and dreams that they had chosen themselves, and was rewarded as I helped them grow professionally, personally, and financially. I was fulfilled in gaining confidence and teaching our children lots of lessons of determination and positive attitude, overcoming obstacles and barriers, and helping others. And we were able to take on the remodeling projects that we could only dream about. And my HGTV-style kitchen made me and our team truly Pampered Chefs. Our goal of building a beautiful layered patio could be paid for in a month. And I upped my show schedule, and it allowed us to build big. It was in the last years I completely appreciate what I have built. In the last 5 years, my father and father-in-law were both gravely ill, both many hours from Madison, and my father in another state. For 2 years, my husband and I traveled for them, to be with them and to help them and my moms separately. And then I lost my dad 2 years ago. He was my biggest fan and my cheerleader, and asked me on occasion, "Are you Doris yet?" We also had 2 daughters get married in 1 year, which we paid for in cash, 5 grandchildren born. I had 3 surgeries, and we were in and out of the hospital many, many times with our disabled son. You see, if I had taken off the time to be there for my family from my former job, I would not still be employed. I could do that and continue to bring in a substantial income, working my business from the road, and most times just being where I was needed and where my heart wanted to be. I'm so very blessed. You were asked to attend this Rock the Chef event for a reason. Someone either saw a strength in you that would make you a good candidate to try this business, a passion for the products, or they just saw that this could fill a need in your life. You have a choice, just like I had a choice, and everyone in this room has had or will have a choice tonight. My advice is, don't wait for the perfect time to start. There is no perfect time. Just like you make time for a hobby or a social event, you will make the time for something that can be meaningful to you, whether that be the money, the free products, the earned vacations, the time away from your kids, the time with your kids, or maybe just a fun job. My advice is to date the Pampered Chef and see if it's for you. This business will give back to you what you give to it, and don't let your fears, challenges, and naysayers stand in the way of your future. Go ahead, create your future with the Pampered Chef. You'll be glad we asked.